The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. One of the benefits of conference expansion gives us new rivalries, and maybe we see one of the better ones budding between Oregon and Ohio State. Ducks got the better of it in the regular season and then took an absolute beating in the Rose Bowl.
They sure did. Ohio State looked angry in the Rose Bowl, remembering what had happened at Autzen Stadium early on in the year. So for Oregon now, it's your turn to get a little bit of payback. Oregon's recruited extremely well. They've got playmakers on both sides of the ball, but you've got to show up to stop this Ohio State defending national champion team here, David.
Yeah, and Oregon, don't forget, they were the best team all year long in the regular season. So, this team was so good, they had a bad day. It was a bad day to have a bad day, but now you get to come out, exact some revenge, take it to Ohio State and show them that was a one-time thing. We're still running the Big Ten.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Trying to keep this drive alive. The Buckeyes pick up the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. This head coach ain't scared. But he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. The quick out. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Tosses it back. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
And that just feels great as a player because this offense, they've probably been practicing that flea flicker play all off season, all season long. They finally get a chance to dial it up, and they go out and they execute it perfectly.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. to the air. It's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every...
Oh, a lot of space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up the...
Sends it downfield. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback.
It's a running room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got a man. It's Moore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back.
Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through on tackles and people are around you dive, and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. He's got it. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. There he goes! Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Back to the ground game on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Snowed under by the defense.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Moore will throw. Good timing on the quick out. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? It's a seam wide open. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Coming out with it, it's Graham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Find some fresh air. Wide open spaces. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. There he goes. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Sweet cut there. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. The Ducks will move the sticks.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so easy.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Ducks want to move quickly. Moore to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He'll throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down.
Turning on the Jets. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Whittington. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He splits the uprights, and we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Moore will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Pulls it in. It's Whittington. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and are able to make a tackle.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Looking to get it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. First and goal.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will give them the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This defense will try to keep everything in front. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the move, it's Peoples. Turning it on!
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in here, he got the long touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Moore to the air. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the pass.
Makes the catch on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
They were really starting to put a drive together after a couple of incompletions. Now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Benson. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Going to run it. It's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They think there's room to run to the right here. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They kick it away on 4th down. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Moore will throw. Looking for a deep man. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down, but there's a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Speeding down the left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Moore to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Ducks in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Whittington. He's loose. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Ducks are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw again. It's complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, a lot of space. Lots of running room. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And another big play by this offense. If they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.